Wow. It's been a long time in some ways. Solo Walawa, waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz goes again. Solo waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz goes again. Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Allow me to reintroduce myself again. Good evening from Southeast London, England, from your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG Repping, otherwise short for Delhi, London, Guna, Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Yes, I'm back again. Shouted out by the legend Trooper. Big up yourself. Big up your damn self. Yes, I was at the G-Tech Stadium yesterday. Shout out to a lovely guy called Danny, sitting right next to Danny in the G-Tech Stadium, obviously sitting in the away end. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1. And the reason why I'm singing that song for him is because he has scored a goal that matters to the fans, his team, himself, most importantly, the football club. He has won the football club 3 points yesterday. So yes, we are entitled to sing praises to individual players who do well. And we criticize for those who do not perform. For those who do not perform. Anyway, before I get into the match day review, from my point of view, all that I want you to do is show me love, joy, and respect, yeah? And smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Smash the thumbs up like button in abundance, yeah? Shout out to aloe vera. More aloe vera for me. Make sure you show me love, joy, and respect, yeah? By smashing the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Speaking of that, share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? Share the channel virally, yeah? So that the channel can grow. And if you're watching me for the first time ever, allow me to say welcome on board. You are definitely looking at the right channel here, the best channel. Smash the share button for me, yeah? And on top of that, yeah, make sure you give me your views of yesterday's victory over Brentford. Give me your opinions, where Arsenal can improve. Because I can tell you now, I've got a few things to say after I finish doing my reminders. And one more thing as a reminder, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If not end of this year, the beginning of the new year, subscribe to the channel. Smash that sub button for me, left, right, and center, gloriously but passionately for me. My aim is to get to over at least 1,000 subscribers so we can start doing big things together, yeah? So do subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? Whoever you are. Right. Let's get into the game itself. The first half, uncomfortable watch. David Raya. Aaron Ramsdale had a nightmare first half to forget. Gabriel gives him a simple pass from a goal kick position. And Aaron Ramsdale's just completely lost concentration and took a poor touch, which invited Wissa to nearly go around him, get the shot away, but he couldn't score on the rebound because the shot that he got away was blocked by Declan Rice, who was my man of the match. Oh, do excuse me. Yeah, the rebound was put wide. By Wissa. Only Wizard can tell you how he missed that, because we should have been 1-0 down. If you're going to try and play it from the back and your goalkeeper cannot decide whether to pass or take another touch and loses the ball, then you should be 1-0 down. And we should have been 1-0 down, chasing the game. But nevertheless, we went up the other end and thought that we got a legitimate goal, only to be chalked off because the decision by VAR was the correct decision. The unknown Trossard was deemed to be in an offside position, and he was. So VAR was right to chalk that goal off. Second half, it was more of the same, deja vu. We get into the final third, and it breaks down because we're taking too long to make a pass. We're taking too long to create an opportunity. Martin Odegaard, for example, took too much time on the ball to release it. Eddie Nketiah comes on as a substitution. He thinks he has the right to go for goal. And in trying to place it, instead of trying to place it like Thierry Henry, he should have picked out 2, maybe 3 Arsenal shirts. But he went for goal himself. That was absolutely selfish of him. And ultimately, in the end, it didn't cost us. Because in the 85th minute, I had my doubts whether that was the best opportunity. Then Kai Havertz comes on, and I think Arteta must have said to him, get in the 6-yard area, get in the inside 18. Any crosses that is coming in, yeah, I fancy you to get on to the end of it. And what did he do? At the death, in-swinging cross comes from the right from Bukayo Saka. At the back stick, Kai Havertz heads it through the goalkeeper's legs, 1-0. Arsenal fans and me in pandemonium. And yes, I did a little dance celebration to celebrate Kai Havertz's first Premier League goal for Arsenal in open play. Now, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do all of that for me, yeah? I would love to get your opinions in the comment section below. Come on, you guys. I'm on. But I'll tell you what, in the end, we were fortunate because Brentford, they defended as they were deep and they were tired. And I thought they were going to crawl to 3 points. But 3 points, no, crawl to a point, but 3 points Arsenal take back to the Emirates. And speaking of the Emirates, I will plan to do a match preview for the Lons game at home. And then 3 days later, we've got Wolves at home. So we've got a busy schedule. It's that time of the month when we hit December. The first game in December is Wolves at home. So bear that in mind. So other than that, I'm grateful for the 3 points. I'm grateful to see my team sitting top of the Premier League. But we're not going to win a trophy by the end of November. Let's be real. We're not going to win the league by the end of November. It's nice to be top of the league. You know, it was nice for Tottenham to be top of the league. Look where they are now. The scumbag lose 2-1 at home to Aston Villa. Shout out to Unai Emery. Thank you. Big thank you to you, Mr. Emery. It's a shame you were pushed to your sacking by the ex-senior players at Arsenal at the time. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the player ratings. It was a 4-2-3-1, so I'm gonna call it how it is. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. First half, shocking. He was a bag of nerves, and you could tell he was affected by the comments made by his father about his future and the lack of game time. But that being said, in the second half, the nerves eased off. You can tell by the way he was catching those crosses, in charge in the penalty area. Didn't have to make a save in anger as such, but he was more he was more or less nervous than he was in the first half. Oh, I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Right back, Tommy Yasu. I'll tell you what, played some neat passes. Defensively solid. Offensively, we don't see him. Offensively, again, just just holds back when he sees Bukayo Saka taking on two players. I want to see him be brave and go forward, and that's my criticism of him. But other than that, he was solid defensively, looked after the ball well. 7. William Saliba, when called upon, he answered, made a great tackle on Mbumo. I think it was in the first half. No, in the second half. Or, yeah, whatever half it was. No, it was the second half, I think. Made a great tackle on him. In fact, I can find out the substitutions, can I? No, I can't. Never mind. But he made a great tackle on Mbumo. Won every header possible. I think there was only one moment he gave the ball, one moment in the game that he gave the ball away. But his pass completion must be at least 80%, if not 85% accurate. I would give him a 7.5. Gabriel dos Santos Magalis. I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he was commanding in the air, very aerially solid. Solid in the air. Very composed with the ball. And when called upon, he defended extremely well. Done well against Mbeumo in the 1v1 battle. I felt that he done well there. Controlled the game. Well, him and Saliba built a magnificent partnership, especially away from home. The amount of clean sheets we're racking up. I'm going to give him a 7. Alexander Zinchenko. Yes, I would say more in the second half. He was absolutely tremendous in parts of the game, especially in the second half. I thought he played a big part in our offensive play. But for me, defensively, 1v1s, I didn't think he was too bad. And he has been got out defensively, and he knows he's not the most solid of left backs defensively, and I think deep down he knows that. But on the ball, always composed, always plays the forward pass, and I think in the future he will play further up the field in the midfield role, maybe an attacking midfield position, and I think he's got the ability to excel in that area of the pitch. I'll give him a 7. The midfield two, Declan Rice and Odegaard. For me, Martin Odegaard, again, I didn't see enough from Odegaard. I haven't seen enough. I mean, yes, he got the ball in spaces, but again, I would like to see him really take on his man in the midfield, take the risk, beat him in the final third. He's got to do a lot better in the final third for me, other than passing the ball sideways and backwards, especially in the final third. Thought he was, well, he weren't poor, but he definitely weren't the best on the pitch. Oh, I'm going to give him a 6. Declan Rice for me, absolutely magnificent yet again. £105 million captain's performance today. It's only a matter of time until the club decide to strip Odegaard of the captaincy and give it to Declan Rice. He has been absolutely terrific since he's moved from West Ham United. And you can see how he takes on players on. He wins his tackles. He's just all over that park. 9 out of 10 performance by man of the match, hands down. He's the only one who can take any and every credit in this fixture. Right, on to the 3 and behind the striker. Bukayo Saka, in the first half, he really could. In the first half, in that first 10 minutes of the game, I didn't see enough of Saka due to the fact that he wasn't getting involved, and I don't think the players around him could get him involved because the ball was on the left hand side at times. But once he got involved, he posed a problem to Brentford. He had two players on him without Tomiyasu overlapping him, but he still posed himself on the game. He's worth a 7.5. Gabriel Martinelli, again in that first half, he tried to pose himself. He tried to take on the man, but again, cutting inside and getting that backwards or sideward pass away. Other than that, I didn't really see him take on the fullback and beat him too many times. For me, I think I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him a 6.5. Not one of his best games. Leandro Trossard, for me, didn't do enough to show for the ball and take that responsibility. He had a shot in the first half that was over the bar, which I know he feels he could have done a little bit better, but it was unlucky. He was unlucky with a shot. He was caught offside for the goal that was disallowed. I think he scored that disallowed goal, or someone else was caught offside. Maybe it was Zinchenko. And speaking of Zinchenko, I forgot to talk about the goal line clearance that he had to make because Aaron Ramsdale was diving into the net. So I'll give him a 7.5. Yeah, but with Leandro Trossard, I expected a little bit more from him. I'm going to give him a 5.5. Gabriel Jesus, just a poor game for me. Just didn't do enough for me. I thought he battled well against Ethan Pinnock and every centre half Brentford had on him. He showed his strength. He showed his composure. Well, more strength than composure. He did battle as best he could, but again, when presented with one opportunity, I think he fluffed his line. For me, not the best of games for him. I'm going to have to give him a 6. Now, onto the substitutions. Eddie Nketiah, he had that one opportunity to do the right thing. Instead of going for goal, he should have squared it to one of his teammates. And for me, that could have cost us in the end. But luckily, it didn't. He looked a little bit more lively and wanting to make his mark onto the game. But other than that, a 5. Jorginho came on. Can only give him a 5. He didn't have much to really do. Kai Havertz came on with a point to prove, and credit to him. Apart from the goal, it was a 6 out of 10 performance, and I can't give him any more than a 6. I mean, Robbie Lyle, shout out to yourself. Much love to you. You gave him a 9 out of 10 now. It wasn't a 9 out of 10 performance. He just comes on, gets the goal, and gives us the 3 points. But I'm going to give him a 9. That's the substitutions. Now, Mikel Arteta. Well, you question why he brought on Eddie Nketiah and why he brought on Kai Havertz. You question the lack of I can't even pronounce the word. The fluidity or fluid, however you pronounce the word. Yeah, you question the lack of creativity and how not so fluent we are. Again, wasting opportunities to pass, the team's just wasting opportunities, just passing the ball around in the final third, trying to find that perfect goal. for me, he needs to allow the players. He needs to encourage the players to shoot more. Away from home, it was a smash and grab. I'm just about going to give him an 8 out of 10. No, I'm going to be honest, 7 out of 10. If we had not won the game, I would have given them lower than 7. I'm going to give the referee. Well, the referee wasn't whistle happy. That's the main thing. He booked 2 players in the game, one of each from Brentford and Arsenal's point of view. Yeah, I felt he refereed the game in a very reasonable fashion and a controlled manner. So I'm going to give him a 7. The Arsenal fans, magnificent all game. They got behind their team. They kept singing, singing the players' praises. Yeah, it was magnificent to be to be in that away section when the Arsenal fans found their voices. So I'll give them a 9. So for me, that's my player ratings done. The subs, the fans, ref, etc. And what a cold evening it is in London, England. But yet again, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, always a pleasure to say thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and saving the best to last. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Do look after your friends, do look after your families, make sure you look after yourselves. More peace, more love, more blessings again. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping, closing this live stream now. We're gonna chat again. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You all know what to do. Do it. And another thing, yeah, always be nice, please. And I do mean be nice. Cheers.